Hey, welcome back. So, I haven't made a ton of visual progress on my game in the last couple of weeks, which is kind of annoying when I'm making devlogs, but I've been working on the movement system and figuring everything out with that a lot. And the more I worked on it, the more I started thinking about what actually makes movement in a game interesting, what makes it fun. So it's really important to me when I'm making my game to make the movement feel rewarding, feel like you're actually moving around, like it feels fun. So in a lot of games, you just kind of move around slowly. There's maybe a sprint mechanic, but it just feels slow. And then there's this, which is just way more fun. And all of these different movement techs, they look completely different, but functionally they're very similar. So the first idea is built on momentum. It's where the game engine calculates their speed, and then you can either b-hop or strafe, and you maintain your speed more than probably intended. Like in this clip right here, they're not resetting their speed every time they hit the ground, because they're jumping and inputting right afterwards, which makes them maintain their speed. And once you learn all that timing, then you're moving way faster than originally intended. Then there's stuff like this, which is way more about timing and utilizing the mechanics than it's about conserving momentum. This is way more purely input based, where if you mess up the timing, it just doesn't work at all. But when you get it down, it feels really consistent, and you can even start chaining them together. And then there's stuff like this that isn't even supposed to be in the game, like backwards long jumps in Super Mario 64. Backwards long jumps are made because the game didn't calculate how fast you're moving backwards. It only calculates how fast you're moving forwards. So by jumping backwards repeatedly on like this staircase, you can gain super speed and just clip through walls. And in Destiny 2, it utilizes a mechanic where you stop your forward momentum early with something that makes you go down and hit jump at the same time so it doesn't actually take you down and it just keeps all that forward momentum. So you end up going way faster than you're supposed to. Both of these are just ways that players manage to find and break the game with these input timings and mechanics. You can do some really cool stuff, and it's rewarding and it feels good to move that fast. And then there's mechanics that don't preserve speed, they just give it to you. Stuff like grappling, where you build up speed and then you can release it at the right time and go super fast. And then there's other games with rocket jumping, where you chain your rockets together and can go super fast as well. All of these are different, but they all do the same thing. They make movement something you can get better at and improve, which is honestly what I want in my game. Like, there's definitely going to be the normal movement, right? There's going to be walking and running and jumping, and probably just easier ways later in the game to just get around with like vehicles. But I want something under that, where if you actually learn the movement, you can go faster and be more efficient and just feel better moving around. And it's honestly not something every player has to care about. Everyone has their own interests and ideals when gaming, and this just happens to be one of mine. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I also have a TikTok and a Discord that I'm trying to start up. The links for both of those are in the description. If you want to check them out, be sure to. I'd love to see you there.